Okay guys, I'm out here talking about grabbing balls. There may be times in your life where you feel like you're going through some things, and maybe you are just feeling like you just need to grab some balls. Maybe you see that hot dude walk by, or maybe you see that super sexy chocolate something or another walking by, and you're like, oh gosh, what I wouldn't do to just have this guy. Maybe you are looking at something. Maybe you're talking to a friend and they're like super something. And you're like, ooh, I just need to grab me some balls. I have the solution for you. Yes, I'm telling you that because that's how I felt today. And I had the perfect solution, because we can't just run out, saying, hey, can I grab your balls, or just doing it because somebody wants us to. No, not at all. There are solutions that help you to keep your mind safe and at ease, and to keep your body nice and in good form, and getting the adrenaline going and working it out without compromising your values, your ethics, your princessness that you have about you, or anything else that you have. And it is this. Grab some, baby. Right here. Grab it. You can grab your ProPilates ball, you can hold it, you can squish it, you can squeeze it, you can twist it, you can just do all kinds of things with this ball. And you're like, but it's just one, I need two. Hey, boom, right here. You got this URBNFit. It is crazy amazing. You can grab it, you can squeeze it, you can squish it, you can do it. Oh, you can just do so many things with these balls. So now you got two of them. You got two options that I'm giving you here. The URBNFit mini exercise ball, the ProPilates mini exercise ball. Now, what else can you do with this? You're like, okay, TSL Daily, what else can we do? Check this out. Let's start with the URBNFit exercise ball. Simply put it down here on your New Me Fitness yoga mat, right here. Sit on it, that's simple. Let me see, get that in the camera. Let me move this camera down a little bit so you can see this. I want to make sure that you get a good look at this, because we're talking about your future here. We're talking about your body and exercising and feeling great. So here we go, right there. Make sure that you are sitting on the ball and that it is comfortable under your derriere. They're nice and comfortable. Make sure that you are balanced. Balance means everything. And it allows you to be able to work your core in such a way that is effective and giving you some of the results that you want, okay? When it comes to exercise, everybody is different. And everybody's body functions different and responds to different stimuli in different needs, in different ways. Hey, you can take your fingertips, which a lot of times I'll just use my fingertips. You just bounce up and down. You're like, that's just a little bitty bounce. What does that do? Your cells are still moving. It's getting your cells moving. It's getting your body moving. Inside is moving. You're moving your lymph nodes in all of this area down here and just moving around. Now, I'm not giving you any type of medical advice, okay? I'm just giving you some tips based on some things I do and a lot of my friends who work out, who are in the health and wellness industry, and some of those who are not. So you just bounce and you keep bouncing. Now, with this little bitty bounce like that, fingertips or your fingers flat. If you are balanced and don't have any major balance issues, lift your hands up. Put them on your knees. Keep bouncing. Just bounce. Bounce higher. Get it going a little more. Move things around. Move your arm. Do arm circles and bounce. Do them backwards and bounce. Do your biceps and bounce. Do it to the rhythm. Bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. Do it forward, forward. Roll on the ball. Look at that, like roll. See how far you can roll back without losing your balance, guys. It's very important because we want to keep safe while we're exercising, all right? That really engages this core right here and keeps that core nice and tight. Now, if you can't move left and right, over and over. So there's no rhyme or reason, specific training exercises that you have to do, especially if you're just wanting to just grab some balls, okay? Do it your way. Get that groove going, release that energy that's just dying to get out, and do what you need to do. Roll the ball around, roll. See how far you can roll it without falling off. That helps, again, engage this core. Go back. Get on your elbows like this. Bring your knees up. Stretch them, push them up. Bring them down. Push them up. Spread them out. All kinds of things you can do with this ball. If you get really daring, move it around. Spread it out and move it around. That's a great workout. And it can release some pent-up energy. Release some anxiety if you have anxiety to release by bouncing on your URBNFit exercise ball. So that's it for today. I just want to give you some tips about that, about grabbing balls and enjoying life and just being totally amazing in your wellness journey. Yep, that's what it's all about, guys. As I mentioned before, if you need to, grab two. There's so many things. I use two sometimes with what I'm doing. Put one there and put one there. And the balancing is totally different. That takes your balance like to a totally different level to try to balance on two balls. Now I can pretty much balance on this ball sometimes. Like I just practice on doing it a little bit and like, whoa. Yeah. No matter how much you get done with it, it's progress. That's what it's all about. And reaching your goals and dreams where you're trying to get. Now, what if you're like, but TSL, those balls are so small. I've heard people say that before. The balls were so small. Okay, if these balls are too small for you, yeah, I have a solution for that too. Yeah, check this out. And make sure that you have a comfortable workout outfit. Like these pants, they're super cool. They're really comfortable. They stretch with me. They're so breathable. And they have a 3D design on it. Have a nice thick band that fits comfortably around my waist. Like you see when I got up, you didn't see this roll like all down in crazy ways. It stayed like right where it was. And it has this scrunch back to it. The scrunch butt thing right there that is semi-invisible, but it goes down to a V. And it makes you actually look like you have a butt. And it also keeps that derriere tight so it's not like wishy-washy, flipping all the way around. It just kind of stays right there. So I really like these workout pants. Here is, right here, guys, the big ball. The URBNFit big exercise ball. This is cool in a different way. Like you see me sitting right here. I have been able to sit like this. I can sit like this for a very, very long time. And you're like, okay, we can't see what I'm doing here. Let me move around this way. So sometimes I take this, if I know I'm going to be someplace a long time, I may have to stand up a while. I'll take this ball, I'll blow it up because it's super easy to inflate. And it has its own pump that goes with it. The other balls do as well. And I'll put it and I'll just sit on it. And it feels good. It can stretch my back out. Oh, that feels so good. Stretch my back out. Move it around. Stretch. Stretch that way. Stretch. Like the cat. Push out like cat. And then pull it in. Pull it out. Stretch. Oh, it just makes your back feel so good when you're doing different stretches like that. So put it down. Great for bouncing on. I also, when I work in my office, the majority of the time, 90% of the time, I don't use a chair. I use my URBNFit exercise ball. And it allows me to keep my core engaged pretty much the entire time that I'm working. Do like that, bring your legs out. With the bigger ball, you have a couple of different options that you don't have with a smaller ball. You can bring your legs farther out, get on your toes if you want, work those calves if you want, work your glutes, work your hamstrings, work that core, always working your core. Bouncing, and this one you can actually lift your feet up. As you see, my feet are coming off the ground, but you want to make sure you work up to that point. If you're not used to bouncing on an exercise ball, please keep safety in mind and do not do like way up like I'm doing because you haven't practiced to that point. So make sure you practice to get to that point before you do that. And move it, once you've done that, move it all the way around. This gives you a lot of big stretch, stretching those legs out, big stretch. All the way, if you need to bring out your arms, big stretch all the way up and all the way around. Don't forget to go to the other direction, all the way around. If you're like my son, you can do a lot of stuff. He does some crazy, amazing things with his body. Isolation, a lot of isolation he does. You can move that. And so ladies, especially ladies, well guys too, but after having children, sometimes you lose the ability to really move this area all the way around. And this helps you to be able to get that back, that movement, so that you can have that movement and have it at your command and in your control, okay? Controlled movement. Now go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, up and back and up and back and up and back. So many things you can do with this exercise ball. I absolutely love it. So now you've had just a little bit of me talking about the exercise balls and grabbing those balls, bringing them in, keeping them close, making sure you're making the best use. Get out of here. The best use possible when it comes to balls, okay? Don't ever forget that. And the things that you do with these 3 balls that I just showed you, you can actually do with other balls as well. Now, maybe not the aggressive behavior that I had when I first grabbed these and squished them and all that fun stuff, but it's all about having a quality of life that you enjoy, that's amazing, and that can also possibly help you as well as your partner in taking your life to a different level. Thank you for joining. Kisses, hugs, and much love to you today. See you in the next video.